welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacy. This is 18 Crow Tarot, and let's begin by checking in the current energy. South Node, the fourth house, and Capricorn, or what is that? Oh, let me start a timer. I actually found a way to fix the timer situation, so I'm gonna give myself 13 minutes on the clock, and then I'm just gonna wrap it up wherever I'm at. So the fourth house is about home, family, self-care, foundations, emotions, women, children, and what is this? Is this Capricorn? It is Capricorn, right? It looks different. I want to say it's Capricorn, but it also doesn't look like it. Oh boy. Let me see. Okay, that has to be Capricorn. Okay. So it's materialization, order, structure, process, achievement, and development. So this is the current energy. You're probably focusing in the home and your foundation. The South Node is also based on past lives. Perhaps you learned this in a past life and you're redoing it in this life, or something like that, assessing it, right? So let's see what else Spirit wants to say. Wrath. Whoa, why wrath? Direction. Probably moving away from wrath. I want to say that, right? Communication comes up again. At the top we have growth. So I feel like you're growing through communication, which is beautiful. I would like to let's target this wrath. Let's see, because this is the, you know, you're moving away from that, but let's talk about this wrath. Okay, so what about this wrath? Spirit, what do you want to talk to us? This card speaks about misplacing your wrath. Like, let's say if you feel angry and then you take it out on someone else. So I feel like you're being asked to perhaps take a little bit of a pause, and just be a little bit more mindful, become a little bit more self-aware if you aren't, or if you are, just like kind of reminds you of that. Patience, take a risk, and play. So with all things, perhaps you're getting mad about not seeing the results that you want, not seeing the growth that you want, not seeing the materialization, the stability that you want in your home, not seeing, because your home perhaps it's not in the way that you want it to be. It's not as playful, and there is some risks that need to be taken. The Sage, I feel like you are being asked to take into the void, communicate into the Sage. Wow, communication, the void, that's literally talking to your inner self, like your higher self. And growth with the Sage is almost like growing into this Sage of yourself, like the higher, the counsel, the teacher, you know what I mean? And with that we have the Hierophant. That's absolutely true. Six of Swords, oh no, Seven of Swords is also perhaps like mentally being stuck in this sense of conflictedness, right? Like something conflicts you and you're just like mentally, let me push this up, you're just probably mentally just, you've had it, right? Like you're, give me a moment. Yeah, like you've had it or something. So I'm gonna keep this down here and stay in the middle. All right, so let's talk about this wrath. Spirit, what else do you want to say? Okay, so there has to be a change. Wow. This could be a shadow part of yourself that you've been battling. You've been putting up a fight about it. I feel like you are coming into yourself, like seeing under the veil, under these emotions, under these thoughts that trigger your emotions, right? Because everything starts in the mind. So that's why patience would be the ultimate cure, the ultimate remedy at this moment. Take a risk and play, be more playful, find a way to relieve the stress, like add some comedy to fight this energy, to negate it or something. I also want to say that the devil is almost like calling you out of this, but we have this. So there is a lot of pain that you're still healing. Yeah, you're like working hard, like for stability. You're working hard to see results, but it's almost like it's bringing you so much pain, because we have the Lovers at the bottom, because you're not seeing what you want, like the celebration, the Lovers. Wow, like we have the commitment, the stability, and being able to celebrate, to play, you know, with your person. The Chariot, there needs to be, it's like some action needs to be taken. Let's see with the Patch Tarot. Can you give us another layer? The Truth. Okay, so the truth may be hard to swallow. You might be really being asked to seek the truth in yourself, to speak it, communicate it. And I feel like that's going to help you grow into the Sage, teaching others. What's the outcome of this? The Wheel of Flow. Wow, another Wheel of Flow. The Wheel of Fortune came out. The Way and giving back. So it feels like this is going to help you. I feel like by praying, you're going to know the way, like the High Priestess and the Wheel of Flow. The Wheel of Fortune and the Wheel of Flow. It's going to help you see the way into how you can give back. Because this is going to be your testimony, almost like the Wrath. Like if you have anger issues, the thoughts that kept you stuck, caged, binded into something, and you're almost moving away from that. So this might be you currently, or you might have moved out of this. So let's see where you're heading. There's some clarity that's going to come, and you're going to work from that clarity, carefully working into transmuting all this energy. Okay, what else do you want to say about this? What else is there to this message? Especially the Devil card. So it feels like you were someone that needed to go into hermit, but you're coming out of this prayer mode, right? For the ones that apply like the process of this, and you're finally going for that stability, and you're making sure you're going to be working really hard towards it, because now that you see the truth for what it is, it can no longer control you, it can no longer bind you, and it feels like you are transmuting all of this. And I feel like you went through that because you needed to learn this power that you've had all along. Okay, what else do you want to say? King of Wands. So it feels like this energy was attached to, oh wow, I just realized the Capricorn is also the devil, right, in tarot. And there's also a thing about being a workaholic, like it's very just in the material. So with the thoughts, it's almost like you're trying to work so hard into materializing these thoughts, but it seems like they could have been coming out of a lack mindset, and hence giving you all this like Nine of Swords energy, which is just very like so much anxiety, because you didn't have a moment to play. Perhaps you were taking the wrong risks, you know, in the wrong places. Like this King of Wands energy is beautiful. It feels like it's when it's correctly, right? Like there's a lot of passion that you have, but if you're using it wrong, all that energy comes and turns into almost like it gets misused, right? So I feel like Spirit wants you to take a look at like how you're using your energy. I'm gonna take a couple more. Oh, I feel like this is also going to help you. This experience is helping you. Okay, that's beautiful. It's helping you take the wheel of your emotions, and go from this King of Wands that perhaps like it was very, wow, and we have Swords again. So it's like I think you're becoming an emperor, and I think you're becoming an emperor, like controlling your thoughts, being the master of your thoughts, being the, you know, the sage is like someone who's learned everything, right? Not everything, but knows enough from experience. So it feels like you're coming into knowing how to control, how to balance out this emotion, and therefore it's leading you to a whole new direction because you're determined to grow. I feel like that's what's beautiful about this message, and I'm actually getting a little bit of goosebumps. And there's victory in this because you're connecting with your High Priest, with yourself, with the Sage. The High Priestess comes, oh my gosh. So yeah, like leaving this behind and using it for a new emotional beginning. The anxiety, it comes up again. So it feels like right now you're undergoing the process of transmuting this energy, balancing it out, and becoming more in control of your emotions, more in control of like what they mean, what they say to you, right? So let's pick an archetype for you. The cave. So yeah, coming out of the hermit mode, the cave is where it's like everything is dark, but you get to connect with yourself. Like if you can see in the dark, there's a lot to that, you know what I mean? Like instead of being like afraid or anxiety or monsters in the dark or something, I feel like you get enlightened in this space. And you see that the direction, like this crow is almost enlightened. It has like a glow to it. Obviously the sun is behind, but it's like it's also that illumination, that king of discs. There's some truth about this. There's a stability, a sense of joy. Look at the sun with the victory. It feels like you're enjoying yourself more in the sun now. Oh, if it's dark around you, then you are the light. So take a look around at the people you have. Celebrate what you've already achieved with the Six of Wands over here. It feels like you've come a long way to balance these emotions out. And it feels like the play card coming out is also asking you to be a little bit more playful, have a little bit more patience with yourself, be a little bit more loving and compassionate with the changes that you have made, because you have been going a spiritual transformation, and not everyone commits to that journey. Wow, we had was that the commitment? Oh no, but the growth, okay. But it's like not everyone commits to that journey. So, and not everyone sees it through, you know. Taste the freedom. That new direction is going to give you a whole sense of freedom, and the freedom to speak, the freedom to express, the freedom to love, the freedom to play. The limit does not exist. Literally, the cards are saying everything to you, and that you're safe. You're safe in your actions. You're safe in the chances that you want to take, the risks that you want to take, just as long as they're coming from a balanced place, as long as you have thought it through and it's not coming out of a reaction, out of a wound. There we go. Now we got one more minute. Do we? Yes, we got a couple more minutes. Okay, so let's see. Quality over quantity. So it feels like right now you are being asked to just stay, you know, diligent. Just enjoy the present. Enjoy these beautiful joys that like come in every day. I'm sorry, that's kind of like okay, let's see. Delivery, transport, inheritance. Take a little trip, take a little, I feel like you are being, okay, I feel like you're meant to deliver this as a testimony. Whatever you went through, it's your testimony of your healing journey. Deliver the healing to others, because if you are the light around everyone else that is dark, it feels like it could bring healing to others. So you've inherited a gift that perhaps gave you a lot of anxiety. If you had, like, let's say night terrors as well, this could be a gift for you if you transmute it into that, because we have the princess of discs. So it's like a feminine, tapping into that feminine energy of yourself, and the high priestess connecting to that. It feels like you would be able to find the comfort and repair what was giving you that anxiety, and instead turn it into something new. And that's the process of the growth that you're taking, the growth experiences, all of these experiences and this path. It's meant to take you something. It doesn't matter if there's upheaval or destruction. It's like, it feels like you're learning you're learning the wisdom from those things, and learning how to celebrate even through this, you know, how to stay calm, how to stay joyous, and in a way how to give back. Because yeah, it's like you're gonna be good. Okay, so let's pick a card to lock down this message, to anchor it. Courage. So right now it feels like celebrate the courage that you've had thus far to be where you are now, to build the foundation that you have in the family, in the home, to set the example in your home. Because if you were the first one to take these chances to connect to your intuition, to even talk about what we talk about here, or, you know, it's like to be called to this path of spiritual transformation, it's like it's a very lonely path, but eventually it does come with its fruits, right? And it's all meant to help everyone, to help you and to help those around you. So there you are. I hope you enjoy this reading. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.